Hey everyone, tonight I'm out at the big pond looking around for any frog that might be here. I don't see any. It's a nice humid night. They're mostly out hunting. I'm hoping some of those lily pads right there will survive the winter. I think we have a frog right over here. Yeah. Because those lily pads, it was really weird. I planted the bulbs in here of those last spring, and they didn't pop up until like a month ago, and you can see a couple tadpoles in there. They're gonna... Oh, look at that fish. Wow, that guy got big. We accidentally caught a fish, actually like 4 of them, and they're in here. They started as the teeniest little thing. Now, look at that guy. He's like 6 inches long. They survived the winter once. We'll leave them in here for now. If I find out that they're really big, maybe we'll go release them into another body of water at some point. Here's a blackberry bush I purchased from the store. The Japanese beetles really wreaked havoc on it, eating the leaves. Maybe I'll spray it next year. The rhubarb here did awesome. We'll have to pick some of that soon. Rhubarb really took off. Right here's a tomato plant that was hanging out of it. Just a little seedling. I didn't think it was going to survive in the spring, and look, it just started. It has another month of growing season. Maybe it'll grow something. This other pot here has a tomato plant. And, oh, here's the tomatoes. That's a big one right there. Look at that. We're going to have thousands of tomatoes pretty soon. I'll show you guys in a update on a garden video soon. This was my experimental garden. Slugs killed everything except whatever these flowers are. I'm not sure what this is, but that's something from my seeds. We'll try digging them up in a few weeks, but I doubt we're going to get a single potato. They all died out for some reason. Maybe it was too rainy of a year. This is well-drained soil. It's basically sand, which I know potatoes like, but they didn't do very well. And look at this. I can't believe these pumpkin plants are still alive. I planted those over 4 months ago. It's because the slug is slowly eating them, stunting their growth. We're not going to get anything. Back here down this trail, we got tons and tons of blackberry plants. We'll go for a little walk on the trail. I uploaded a couple shorts tonight. I usually make short videos when I don't think it's necessary to make a long video, when I just want to say or show something really short. A short video is good for that. It's also good for people with short attention spans, which I sometimes am like that. I'll just go through the shorts one after another until I find something interesting. Oh my gosh, I mentioned to you guys, remember in my camp video once? And I've been out here multiple times trying to show you that. Is that what I think it is? It looks just like a mouse. No, I think that's a flying squirrel. Is it? Where'd he go? Oh, that is a mouse. There's an actual mouse in the tree. No, but we do have flying squirrels. That's what I thought that was at first, the way it raced up the tree. That's not a flying squirrel. See, I was just standing there scared because it doesn't know what to do. Yeah, that's a literal mouse running up the tree. I've never seen a mouse run up a tree like that before. And I just walked into a marshy section. Very wet area of the woods. Oh, I thought I finally filmed one of our flying squirrels. I haven't really seen them this summer, but they were abundant last year. That was just a mouse. This year we had so many of this plant called Indian pipe. There's everywhere, these little patches of it. I'd say there's thousands of them growing in my woods if we looked for them. Indian pipe used to be used a long time ago by the natives as a medicine. People say it's just like aspirin, but it's very dangerous at the same time to mess with. When I tried to research it, oh, look at all the spider webs I'm about to walk through. When I tried researching that plant, I could not find anything saying it was safe. just things warning you against it. And the only people ever doing it were just a couple random videos on YouTube. So don't ever try using that thing unless it's an emergency. But I thought that was really cool. A lot of people were, and there's the mannequin I bought for Halloween last year at a Olympia Sports going out of business sale. Saw it in there for $80, and I knew I always wanted one for Halloween to put out. So I hesitated. Then I was like, yeah, maybe we'll do it. And I found out the 90% off in the store applied to that $80. No, maybe it wasn't 90% off, but we ended up getting it for less than $30. Yeah. It's out walking on the trail. So my property here is almost 4 acres, and 2 of them we have as a wildlife habitat. See, we're just letting the forest grow back in from the blowdown. It's growing in very thick. Look at all these trees, all these baby pine trees everywhere. Or no, they're not pine trees. These are called fir trees. And it's good. They're growing in nice this time of year. But I was talking about YouTube Shorts. I upload those things a lot just to show something short or something that shouldn't have a long video. Yeah, look at our blowdown area. This is that blowdown area I was showing you guys earlier in the year where we did a cleanup. The little seedlings really took off, and most of these spaces, they're all over my waist. The forest with this rainy year is really taken off. And we have another area with a more recent debris pile. Like, let's take a look at all these logs. This will be brought in for firewood eventually. Some of this stuff's ready to burn. I don't see sap or anything. On the evergreens, you gotta sometimes let them cure even longer. Look at this blowdown area. This will be, I think, berry bushes and stuff come next year. But I keep getting sidetracked. I was talking about shorts. Right now we're coming up to the area where I feed animals. So I like uploading shorts. Good for the person with the short attention span. Like sometimes I'll be eating and watching YouTube videos and I want to watch something long, so I'll find a video where I don't have to touch the screen, especially if I'm eating something dirty or greasy and I don't want to touch the phone. Sometimes I wish YouTube Shorts would have the option of autoplay, but they don't. I wish it could just click on to the next one over and over again. But at the same time, that probably wouldn't be good for YouTube or anyone who does the shorts. You ever notice how recently people try their best? It's like a trend now to make the perfect loop so you can't tell when the short ends, and you'll sit there and watch it multiple times over and over again. I don't know. I think a lot of people are doing that just to get the money out of it, but a YouTube short, those don't make much money at all. I looked at one the other day in my analytics. It made like 25 cents and it had 30,000 views. Because a YouTube short, ads don't play over those. You'll be flipping through the shorts and an ad will be like in the form of a short and you can just swipe it away. That's why. So I think you have to have millions of views on those to even make them worth it if you're in it for the money. I just make videos of random things because I find it fun. This right here, look at that. That is nasty. I don't know, I thought something was going to eat that. You know what that is? What's it called? Buttermilk. So I was at the supermarket the other day getting some things for a camping video, and they had a whole bunch of smoothies and stuff. And they had buttermilk with all the smoothies. I never heard of that in my life. I guess it's something for cooking. But it's basically fermented milk. I opened it. It stunk. It smelled rotten to me. I gave it a try because you got to try everything at least once. That's how I was raised and taught. Tried it. It wasn't the worst thing, but it's the smell. It smelled like rotten milk. So I put it out here in the woods. days ago, and no animal wanted it. I couldn't find a bowl, so I used this chimney cap. Look at that separated nasty milk. Oh, it looks like cottage cheese. Oh, that is gross. I thought somebody would have ate that. That's why it was out here in the woods. Whoa! Whoa, who's there? When you're in the woods, something like a frog hopping or something bigger, it all kind of sounds the same when it's walking through leaves. Something's here. Maybe a toad or something. I know it's something small now, but it felt like it was sneaking up on me. I don't know where it went, but we got a trail camera right here. I'm on the trail camera. Oh, why is it crooked? Yeah, it's crooked. It could have just moved in the wind. Unfortunately, like a month ago, we had a moose on it, but he walked, like, you could just see his fur going by. He was so close to it. It's nice to see a moose. Not many of them left in my area. They've been all dying out over the years, or I should say moving further north. You don't see them anymore. The area I live in used to have moose crossing signs everywhere. The ones where you're driving down the road and it turns flashing lights on top of the moose crossing sign to warn you of them. Took them all down a couple years ago. And my chair's starting to grow moss. That was the goal of it. Someone told me to rub yogurt all over the chair. It would help promote it. Maybe I'll try that. This is another one of my trails. I didn't do the best job cleaning it up, so I got burned out after a while cleaning up the blowdowns. But this year, I can't believe the humid, cold weather. The moss took off. So much of the debris kind of crushed down. It's not even a problem anymore. If we get a couple more rainy seasons like this, it's so good for the forest. It'll break down all this debris. Well, a good amount of it. Anyways, I'm very tired, if you guys can tell. I just felt like coming out and making a little video in the woods since it's such a nice day. It's like still 70 degrees out and it's almost midnight. What's this? This stuff wasn't growing here. Whatever these things are. None of this stuff was growing here when I last walked out here a couple days ago. So I said that my woods is about 4 acres, just under. To put that into perspective, that's about a 600 by 600 foot square, something like that, maybe a little smaller. The reason it seems like these trails are so long, because if you can tell, I'm just walking in circles, just spiraling around. That's kind of cool. Look at all the water droplets on the mushrooms. That is pretty cool. Alrighty. Just wanted to go for a little walk in the woods with you guys, but I am absolutely exhausted. Last night I only got about 3 hours of sleep. Very tired today, had to do a lot of stuff, and afterwards, it was really hot today and I did a lot of physical labor outside, so I'm very tired tonight. I want to get a lot of sleep because I got to wake up very early again. See how that goes. Hope tonight's video is interesting, everybody. Thanks for watching and have a great day.